Pre-polling kicked off today. It's also an opportunity for voters to see the candidates in the flesh.
I think I might pitch a tent here and just basically station myself here permanently.
There's a growing sense that the slumping popularity of opposition leader Peter Dutton is making it harder for Liberal candidates around the country. But in Curtin, Tom White knows the pressure is on, not least because Dutton says the seat is crucial to him winning the election.
I think you want to be where the action is, and so I thrive on it. I think it's really important. You'd rather be in a position where what you do matters. And he's right, we can't form government without winning this seat.
Curtin is currently held by independent Kate Chaney, who certainly had her supporters there today.
I voted for Kate Chaney. She's the one that stands up for climate change action.
She has great integrity, actually very honestly, and has worked very hard for the electorate.
But so did the Libs.
I voted for Tom White. I believe that the independents and the Greens really can't make any decisions.
I think beating the tail mob is the biggest issue for us. We feel that they're not doing a lot.
Didn't come across anyone voting for this guy, though.
Aww. I've been a Labor voter for 21 years. I'm a Wharfie, so I don't think the Prime Minister's done too much for us and the community. And on the flip side, it's not a Melbourne Cup field, this. The opposition is very poor as well.
The Labor heavy hitters were shoring up support in Swan.
The Albanese government, from the moment that it was elected, has understood the significance of this state to our nation.
Some experts are predicting half of all registered voters could cast an early ballot. But no one was predicting that WA Labor was inspired by America's 420 Day and wanted us to imagine Angus Taylor, Peter Dutton and Michaelia Cash passing around a joint. It's kind of funny though.
Today, the prayers of more than 1 billion people from all nations and every walk of life go with Pope Francis to his rest.
That was PM Anthony Albanese addressing the death of Pope Francis. Federal Politics editor Katina Curtis, this has been another a big event that has impacted this campaign. How have our leaders responded to the death of Pope Francis today?
Yeah, Ben, they've basically suspended their campaigning for today at least. Both of them have attended church services. Anthony Albanese actually went to a mass last night and then again at about 7 a.m. this morning in Melbourne. Peter Dutton was pre-positioned in Orange last night in rural New South Wales, ready to do some campaigning there with David Littleproud. He actually had to abandon those plans and he ended up heading straight to Sydney, and then he went to a mass in Sydney just after lunch. It was really interesting. The Prime Minister addressed reporters this morning. I mean, he gave a brief statement last night. He spoke to reporters this morning. He obviously is Catholic himself, went to a Catholic school growing up. He has spoken frequently about being brought up with three great faiths, the Catholic Church, the South Sydney Rabbitohs and the Labor Party. And he was quite emotional this morning, speaking about the Pope and about faith and how people of Catholic faith are feeling around the world at the moment.
The Shadow Defence Minister has an important role to play. It's really a matter for him and for the opposition to determine how that is going to be played. I suppose I observe that we are at this moment in time, people are voting behind us, and we're yet to see a defence policy from the opposition.
Shadow Defence Minister Andrew Hastie has been conspicuously absent from the campaign trail. Chief Politics reporter Dylan Capehorn, why do you think that is?
There's a couple of reasons. There's been some suggestions from the other side of politics that they've tried to shelve Andrew Hastie because of past views he's held on women in the military. Liberals deny that. There is a real focus, they say, from Andrew Hastie on his local electorate. After a redistribution, the margin shifted from 3.6% to just 1.2%. There's a real focus, the Liberals say, on Andrew Hastie trying to hold his seat. A redistribution cut his margin from 3.6% to 1.2%. I don't think anyone's particularly convinced that the Labor Party can win that seat, given it would require another swing towards Labor. But he's got new communities that he wants to work, and that's their understanding. That's why he's not been out. Certainly, the other person that seems to have stepped up in his place is James Paterson, the campaign spokesperson, who has taken a lead on national security issues. And the campaign has been dominated by them. We've seen the discussion about AUKUS and its future under Donald Trump, the Chinese warships off the coast, and the research vessels as well. And then just last week, the emergence of a potential deal between Russia and Indonesia to host a base 1,300 kilometres north of Darwin. I think there are some serious questions as to why he has not been more prominent during this campaign.